Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and finally the wait is over and I have with me the brand new OnePlus 3. I ordered this phone just a few days ago guys, and OnePlus were very fast and efficient, and the phone got delivered to me this morning. As you can see, the box is pretty straightforward. It's got a big 3 written right there on top. In fact, it's got a bit of texture to it as well, so you can probably feel the 3 once you move your fingers and thumbs across. On the top you can see it's the OnePlus logo. On the left it says here again OnePlus 3, and same on the right hand side as well. So now let's have a look at the back of the box. As you can see guys, this is the graphite version, and this is the only version that OnePlus is selling at the moment. I think at some point in July we will have the gold variant come out as well. But as far as the configuration is concerned, I think we're only going to have the 64 gig 6 GB RAM variant for now. There could be another, maybe a new variant in the next few months to come, maybe a 128 GB version, but for now this is what we've got. Okay, as you can see, the box is pretty minimalistic. There's not much at the box here. It says here dash charging, made in China, obviously assembled in China, designed by OnePlus, and nothing special apart from this. So without wasting any more time guys, let's quickly get into the unboxing. Okay, so I've taken the cover just off guys, so let's see if I can get this out of the box. By the way, I'm recording with the brand new HTC 10. I wanted to see how the video quality of the phone would be like. I haven't done many video samples guys. As we know, the phone has been recently struggling with autofocus, so this video will be a good test to see how the HTC 10 performs on the video side. By the way, I'm recording at a full HD 1080p. Okay, less about HTC 10 obviously, and more about the phone that we have in picture, the OnePlus 3. And wow, the screen looks absolutely brilliant from what I can see so far. Okay, so this is the phone guys. I tell you what, the first impressions holding the phone in my hand, it is extremely light as compared to what we had last year from OnePlus 2. In fact, whilst I mentioned about OnePlus 2, let's also have a quick look before we further unwrap the box and see what are the contents inside. So this is the OnePlus 2 guys, and like I said, the first thing that I see is the sheer weight of OnePlus 3. OnePlus 3 is, I think if I remember correctly, about 158 grams, whereas the OnePlus 2 was 175 grams. So this is, we're talking about nearly 20 grams of weight which has been shed off from the OnePlus 3, and that's why I can feel a lot of difference in weight. I mean, I never complained about the weight of the OnePlus 2, but now that I'm holding the OnePlus 3, I can tell you straight away that the OnePlus 3 is considerably light. And in the smartphone world, anything between 15 to 20 grams is a lot of weight. So I can, so congrats to OnePlus for shedding off nearly 20 grams of weight from the OnePlus 3. And the weight is pretty obvious. You will feel, if you have one OnePlus 2 already on you guys, and if you hold the OnePlus 3 next to it, you will see the difference in weight is considerable. So I'm very happy with that. They have kept the same screen size, 5.5 inch. They've also kept almost nearly the same identical size, as you can see, and they have given you a metal phone. And this was obviously sandstone at the back. The metal was only on the frame side, not the whole phone was made from metal. So well done OnePlus for giving us a lighter phone as compared to OnePlus 2. At least if you're holding the phone in hand for longer intervals, you won't feel tired or you won't have any pain in your wrist. I never had, like I said, any issues with the OnePlus 2, but the weight is considerable. I will obviously compare the two phones in a dedicated video guys, and we will obviously talk about it as well in this video in a little while. Okay, so let's have a look at the contents of the box. Let me put the OnePlus 3 back here guys, so you can actually have a look at it. And whilst we do so, let's quickly have a look at what else have we got in the box. Okay, so I'm guessing this is probably the manuals, and I'm sure most of you would not be interested in this anyway, but let me just quickly show you regardless. Let's pull them out. I tell you what, the OnePlus's packing is always so nice and so elegant. Even the materials that have been used to pack this are very soft and very nice. So well done OnePlus for that. So quick start guide, and obviously the SIM ejector tool. I won't be wasting much time on this, no point. Okay, put this away. And what else have we got? We got this nice OnePlus 3 obviously marketing bit. So OnePlus 3, very happy. And this is obviously from the CEO himself, Carl Pei. Obviously talking all about stuff, whatever. So yes, we're all friends obviously. If you spend money, you become a good friend of OnePlus. And that stands true with any company. Okay, so let's have a look at the charger. Now this charger is a special charger. They're calling the technology dash charging. This time around, thank you OnePlus for giving us fast charging. And the OnePlus 2, quite a lot of people, including myself, were frustrated at times because even though OnePlus 2 would last you all day easily, but times when you're in a rush, you're going out for a meal or going out to friends or going to work, you need rapid charging. And we also used to rapid charging. Now the HTC 10 gives you the rapid charging. Also the S7 Edge and everybody else almost giving you rapid charging. Excuse me. So obviously this is something which is a must now with the flagship phone, and OnePlus 3 being a flagship phone, finally they've given us a rapid charging. As you guys know, in my unboxings I always show you the amp rating, especially when it comes to output, because that will determine how fast the charger is. As you can see here guys, output of 5 volt and 4 amp. So 4 amp is very, very fast. This reminds me of the VOOC charging on the Oppo phones. I also have an Oppo R7 that has VOOC charging standards. So this is also extremely fast. Apparently you can go from 0 to 61% in just 30 minutes. I will definitely be testing that out as well guys once I have charged the phone for a few days, and I will definitely report back to you. Please stay tuned to my social media, as I often put screenshots there of my different stats as well. So I'll be discussing a lot about the OnePlus 3 in the next few days to come. So as you can see, output 5 volt and 4 amp. So this is a dash charger, fast charger they're calling it, dash charging, very, very fast charging. And like always, nicely packed USB Type-C cable. One end is Type-C guys, obviously. Let's take the plastic off and show you if we can. There we go. So as you can see, the one end is Type-C and the other end is the regular Type-A USB, which will go into your power adapter. So thank you for that OnePlus. So nothing else in the box guys, so we can safely put all this away. We obviously don't need that, and let's concentrate on the phone for now. So here we have the OnePlus 3. Now let's peel off the back cover. I think we might actually have something at the front as well, a screen protector. Let me just take this off as well guys. There we go. So all the extra bits and bobs, the plastic goes back in the box. Okay, so let's have a look at the front. Have you got a screen protector installed? I tell you what, on the OnePlus 2, I've had it for, like I said, nearly a year. I never took the screen protector off. Even though the screen protector was on all this time, I never had to actually take it off, and it never gave me any issues with the quality of the screen. So the screen quality was really nice, and I enjoyed the OnePlus 2 with the screen protector on. So I will probably leave that on the OnePlus 3 as well. As you can see, it's pretty much on. I think, yes, it is on. You can see from here guys. So the screen protector is on. Let me turn the flashlight on the HTC 10 so we can see a bit more clearly. Here we go guys. So the screen protector is actually on, as you can see here. Yeah, it's on, and this is obviously the fingerprint sensor. Okay, so let's boot the phone up guys, and let's quickly run through the specs before we do anything else. As you know guys, the OnePlus 3 comes with a Snapdragon 820, and for the first time in a OnePlus phone we have 6 gigs of RAM. Yes, you heard it right, we have 6 gigs of RAM, so that's absolutely massive and huge. This is probably this is the very first 6 gig RAM phone that I've owned, so the honor has obviously gone to OnePlus 3. Okay, so the battery is at 3000 milliampere guys, with obviously dash charging, and I showed you the charger. We can do quick charging in no time. Also, the phone has 64 gigs of internal storage guys, which is again very, very nice, and I'm sure even without the SD card, a majority of people will be more than happy with 64 gigs of internal storage. Also, the phone has a 16 megapixel camera at the back with a single LED flash, and also the front facing camera is, I think if I remember correctly, 8 megapixels. So I'll be putting lots of video samples on my channel guys. I will be recording in 4K, which the camera is obviously capable of. Also full HD 1080p samples from the back, and also from the front camera as well. Okay, so let's quickly go to the setup. In fact, I want the Swift keyboard. There we go guys. Next. I can't hear any volume, so if you see if you can increase the volume. There you go. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna connect my phone to Wi-Fi. Okay guys, so I'm back now, and I have now successfully connected to my Wi-Fi connection, and I'm going through this settings very, very quickly because obviously I don't want to waste too much time. So let's click on next. There we go. I've also configured my Gmail account very, very quickly, so I thought I'll get through this and show you guys some more important bits and bobs which obviously are needed. Not now. Next again. Okay, don't restore. set up the fingerprint sensor. I tell you what, we can set up the fingerprint sensor whilst we speak. So let's quickly do this and see how quick this is. So before we do that, obviously we need a backup pin. So pin for now we will no thanks. So we'll make a pin as 1 2 3 4. Next again 1 2 3 4 again. Apparently the few videos that I've seen before this, guys, and a few reviews that I've seen, they're saying the fingerprint sensor is really fast. So I can't wait to see how quick and accurate and fast that is. So let's do this, guys. Put your finger on sensor and lift it as you feel a vibration. Okay, so let's do my right thumb for now. There you go. So far it seems quick enough. Yeah, that is fine. No problems there so far. I tell you what, it's pretty quick as well. So let me also just do it. Put my thumb across like that, vertically as well, so it has enough fingerprints on my thumb. There you go, guys. So it's all done, finished. We can also add, let's do the index finger as well, very quickly. And tell you what, it's quite fast enough. It's not too bad actually. So impressive stuff so far. Okay, this is done as well. And also let's also do my left thumb, because often I hold my phone with my left hand, so we can do the left thumb very quickly as well. Okay, I've mistakenly pressed the back button. Look at this on the home button. Okay, so let's do this again. Made a mistake. And let's do it this way as well. There you go. So all done, guys. So two of my thumbs and my right hand index finger is done as well. So next, and obviously we'll use that in just a moment. There we go. So we are now finally gone. We have gone through the basic setup, guys. So would you like to use your software button instead of hardware? For now, leave them. We'll do them later. Double tap to obviously wake up. We need open camera with the draw and O, a flash toggle as well, and I don't normally use the music controls, so I'll leave that alone. And there you go, guys. Your device is now set up and ready to use. Okay, so finally we are in the screen. So let's have a look at the settings first of all, guys. And from here, I want to make sure the display is at full brightness. It's not an adaptive display, so let's have a look at, there you go, turn adaptive off. Brightness levels are going to go all the way up, because obviously we want to see how nice and bright the screen is. Okay, so as you can see, this is the OnePlus 3, guys, and the screen looks absolutely amazing. This is their shelf, obviously. It's telling you all the bits and bobs and how to resize and stuff and all that kind of stuff, so not too bad. Okay, so first of all, guys, before I go into any further details, let's have a quick look at the overall form factor of the OnePlus 3. As you guys know, the OnePlus 3 has nice metal aluminium construction, and this is a lot different from what we had on the OnePlus 2. On the OnePlus 2, we had this sandstone version, which was shipped by default. You could obviously replace the back covers, but on the OnePlus 3, you cannot replace the back covers. So those of you who missed the back covers will probably miss this a bit. As you can see, and on the OnePlus 2, we could easily change the back cases without any issues. Whereas on the OnePlus 3, like I said, it's made from metal and aluminium, guys. So you will not be able to obviously change or replace the back cover. So it's a one unibody single aluminium construction piece, and done very nicely. And I tell you what, it doesn't feel as slippery because the phone is obviously quite light. So and because of that, okay, it's not allowing me to enter the print, maybe it's for the first time. Okay, so let's have a look. 1 2 3 4, done. Okay, let's try this once more. Okay, it works straight away. I think it was just for the first time. Okay, so yeah, so the phone is made from nice metal and aluminium, guys. On the left hand side, you got this typical slider, which was also part of the OnePlus 2 last year. And then you have here the volume rocker. The volume rocker last time on the OnePlus 2 was actually on the right hand side next to the power button, as you can see, guys, in the video, whereas this time around it is next to the slider, just underneath the slider on the left hand side. On the right hand side you have the power button, of course, and this is your SIM tray, of course, on the right hand side as well. Okay, up top nothing here, and at the bottom you have the 3.5 mm jack along with the Type C USB, and you got a nice speaker there as well on the left hand side, bottom left hand side. And apart from that, guys, you got the antenna lines running at the bottom and on top, and camera, as you can see, is a bit protruding, which I do not like, because if you're going to put the phone flat on a surface like that, you can see there's a bit of obviously play in it, and it won't be resting flat on the surface, which is not nice, as compared to the OnePlus 2, which had a curved back, as you can see. It had a curved back, not a flat back like OnePlus 3, but still there was a bit of play in there. But you could still enjoy it with using it with, you know, flat on a table. Here you can still do that as well, but I think it might give you a bit of a headache, and especially when you're concerned about the scratches on the camera as well. So I'm sure most of you will buy a case straight away, and I would recommend buying a case, especially when you have a camera coming out and protruding out like that. So just to make sure the camera is protected, I would suggest buying a case. I have ordered a case for the OnePlus 3 ready, guys, and hopefully in the next few days I will show you that as well. Okay, so let's get into OxygenOS, guys, and I want to actually show you something really important here, and that is the newer version of OxygenOS, which was released just recently, and in fact it popped up as well as we was talking about it. So let's go here. As you can see, this is the OxygenOS 3.1.2, and before we download and install this, I want to have a look and see which version of OxygenOS it is currently running at the moment. So it's running 3.1.0, which obviously before this update was the latest version. In fact, on the OnePlus 2, which I also have got, it'd be interesting to see which version of OxygenOS is this running. So this one is running 3.0.2. So we had 3.0.2 on the OnePlus 2, which is at the moment the latest OxygenOS on OnePlus 2. Then the OnePlus 3 came out and it had 3.1.0, and now after this we are gonna have the newer version of OxygenOS, which is going to be let's have a look. I completely forgot, guys, sorry, because it's an unboxing, so I've completely forgotten about the actual version. So let's go back, system up, there we go. So now we have OxygenOS 3.1.2, and this is a huge upgrade. As you can see, a 260 meg camera, HDR performance tuning, Bluetooth and NFC connectivity improvements, guys, and also big bug fixes sorry, in telephony as well, and bug fixes in Google and OnePlus app. So good to see a maintenance update straight away. They probably released the phone, they realized there were some issues, so I will probably install this at some point, guys, and we'll let you know. Also, I want to have a look and see how much internal storage we have out of the 64 gig that is in written on the box. So let's have a look at the storage bit here, if you can find this very quickly. Storage in USB, there we go. So it's calculating at the moment. It's by default, as you know, guys, I've installed nothing on it so far. So 201 meg of apps installed, 260 meg used out of the 52.66 gig. So this is what you're going to get out of the 64 gig. You're going to get 52.66. That's a lot, actually. That's almost over 12 gigs of space taken by OxygenOS and the other resources on operating system. So this is obviously important as well. And now also let's have a look at the current version, which is 6.0.1 Marshmallow, 3.1.0 like I showed you earlier, and we have the latest security patch level May. It is not actually latest, but I'm sure once we install the new one we will have the newer update come up anyway, so that'd be nice. Okay, so let's have a look. What else can we look at? OnePlus, obviously the model number is should be the model number here as well, I think. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the actual model number, guys, but anyways, this is all the information. Yeah, there you go, that's the model number. Sorry, I'm blind. It's right there in front of me. So it's A3003. That's the model number for the OnePlus 3, guys, so which is not too bad. So that's pretty much it, guys. I've also compared quickly with the OnePlus 2, and the very first thing that, like I said, I've seen is the actual weight of the phone. It is considerably light, 158 grams as compared to 175 grams on the OnePlus 2, so very light and very elegant. Early impressions so far, it doesn't seem slippery because it's so light and so slim, and it holds into your hands very easily, and it because of the rounded edges as well, as compared to the OnePlus 2, which had squared edges, as you can see, and it was at time a bit difficult and would put a bit of pressure on your palm as well, so it wasn't as comfortable to hold for a 5.5-inch screen. But as you can see, this is probably a lot better, rounded edges, a lot slimmer, a lot lighter in weight as well, and that's why it's rather easier to hold in your hand, especially when it comes to holding it in one hand. So guys, this was the unboxing of the OnePlus 3. In the next few days to come, I'll be doing a lot. I'll be uploading 4K samples, obviously 1080p samples. I'll test the camera. I'll be discussing the update as well, obviously. There's a lot more to cover on the OnePlus 3, guys. If you got any request, any special request, any comparison, anything else you would like to know about the OnePlus 3, please do ask me in the comment section, and feel free to ask me anything you feel like, guys, because this phone is my long-term phone and will be given a long comprehensive coverage throughout this year and next year as well. I'll be doing a lot of comparison videos with other phones, including a OnePlus 2. And like always, guys, please give a thumbs up. Any questions, like I said, feel free, and please subscribe to my channel, guys, as it helps, and I shall see you in the next video.